So on the cumulative frequency curve, basically, the first frequency is going to be the same on both cumulative and the frequency. You should know that. It's like we always add a 0 basically when we start. Ne? So 5 plus 0 is 5. And then we're going to say this answer plus 7 gives you 12. That is the next one. 12 plus 12 will give you 24. You see? Then 24 plus 10 will give you 34. 34 plus 6 will give you 40. Nah? Which means the total number of things which were there were what? Were 40. Do you see? Because we added all the frequencies together and gave us 40. Perfect. So that is the first thing you need to know how to do for you to be able to draw a cumulative frequency curve, right? And then from there, you need to know how to make points that you are going to plot on the cumulative frequency curve. I'll show you how to make the points. Sharp. I'll say points here. Remember, a point is made up of x and y axis, right? A point is made up of x and y axis. Sharp. You need to know that the first one here, first one always goes with 0. And these are always your x-axis. This is always your y-axis. Sharp. So on the x-axis, I have 10. Okay, let's do this. I have 20. I have 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, I'm going to write all my x-axis. 30, 40, 50. Okay, let's make semicolons. And then I have 60. Okay. So these are all the x values I have. Do you see it? Perfect. And then from there, we can see that, okay, I said the first one goes with 0. Always, 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 always. The first one must be paired with 0. The y value is 0 because the first thing we added here was what? Was 0, as I said when we began, right? Perfect. And then 20 will be aligned with 5. Do you see it? 20 is aligned with 5. 30 is aligned with 12. And then 40 is aligned with 24. And then 50 is aligned with 34. And then 60 is aligned with 40. And those are your points to draw an Ogive curve. Once you know how to fill up the cumulative frequency table and to get your points, you're done. Now we go into the Cartesian plane to draw our. So let's see now. I'm just going to make this closer here. We already drawn this for you, but I'll just show you how we got it. Perfect. So 10 and 0, right? The first thing you do, ladies and gents, before you plot, let's do that. This is your x-axis, remember? This is your y-axis. So the x is going up in tens. That's why we're going up in tens here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, right? And then we need to show what it is. Let's check there quickly. It was what? It was intervals. You always need to label your x's. So here I'm going to show that these are the intervals. Intervals. Intervals are always found on the x-axis, and you always go up in however intervals they are going up in. In this case, they are going up in tens, so we're going up in tens. And make sure that your scale is proper. Make sure you're using a proper scale. Okay, that's fine. Perfect. And then now, let's check here. You can see that the smallest number is 0, the highest is 40. So you can choose any scale. It doesn't have to be 10, 20, 30, 40. Because, for example, if you're using centimeters, you're using 10, 20, 30, 40 will be too small, right? If I were you, in this case, I was going to use 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You get it? or even 4, 8, 16, whatever scale you choose is fine. Now, you don't have to choose the scale that I chose in this case. You can choose any scale that makes sense to you, but make sure that you separate the intervals nicely and perfectly with rulers using the centimeters on the ruler. Okay, perfect. Now I can show you how we got each point here. Let's see. So x is 0, x is 10, y is 0. 10 and 0 is there. You see it? X is 20, y is 5. 20 and 5. 5 is in between 10. Do you see it? That's how we got that point. Then 30 goes with 12. 12 is just above 10. You see? 40 and 24. 24 is almost closer to the middle, but not really in the middle. Do you get it? So you'll be just approximating. You're approximating in this case. And then 50 and 34, which is there. And then 60 and 40, which is there, right? And then you join them nicely with, you make a nice curve, basically. You make a nice curve, right? It's a curve. Perfect. And then that is how your Ogive curve should look, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your attention. Oh, we forgot something here. Here you always need to show that this is cumulative frequency. You label all your x's. So you need to show that that is cumulative frequency, and then you show that that is your intervals. And that's it about our sketching and Ogive curve. If this was helpful, please share with family and friends. And don't forget to hit the like, comment, and the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Aluta continua.